I still don't know and or understand why that man came to me. But you know we can fail. I know Artemis, girl, we here. Okay. Help! Hello. Welcome back, beautiful people. It's your favorite spiritual auntie, Wet Water Feed You Up with the Good Good. Now, I know that we have all missed TT's theory. I mean, I have too. But we're back. And that's the important thing. But listen, before we get into that, you should already know. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and share it to 3 hoes. Share it to the family group chat. Share it to your mama. Tell her to share it to her homegirl. Now, I know that everybody has Miss TT's theory and talks with spirit, but hey, we're back now. And that's all that matters, okay? Now, today's special TT's theory is brought to you today on an account of what happened at the Hilton in Atlanta, October 18th, 1998. I think I would like to start out with what inspired me to talk about this. And now let's see. Artemis, no ma'am. No ma'am. What inspired me to talk about this today is the fact that in 2021, I met this young man. Upon greetings, we were chopping it up very well. He was from out of town. And he was like, I'm here for the weekend. You should come to my hotel. And I'm like, I don't really know you like that. But hey, I'm down for it. So, I go to the hotel. And so he's at the Hilton, okay? Mind you, keep in mind, this is in 2021. As soon as I walked through, I was riding with my good girl, Ocean. So me and Ocean, we're riding or whatever, we're just gonna go to this party. But I'm like, this nigga wanna see me. So, Ocean's like, well, I can drop you off there, whatever. You don't have to worry about calling Uber because I just come pick you up. Okay, cool. So Ocean already has my location. And she's just like, listen, if anything strange or out the ordinary happens, you feeling safe, you call me. I got that location, boo. I'ma find you. And I'm like, you know what, bitch, you real for that. So I exit the car. I make my arrival into the establishment of the Hilton, which is the largest hotel in the Southeast that has 1,250 rooms in there. And when I first walk in, I see this black man standing next to the security guard, right? But when I'm walking through and I'm walking in or whatever, I see the security guard keep walking and the black man is still standing there. So I'm walking or whatever, but he's walking with us. Now, mind you, it's me. We're going to call him LM, okay? So Element is like, my little boy or whatever. And so he was there with his brother and the brother girlfriend. So we're all walking towards like the hotel room, well, towards the elevator for the hotel room. And I'm just sitting here blinking because the security officer is following us. I turn around, there's no black man. So I'm gagging already. I'm just like, oh, okay, we're here. There's clearly a spirit roaming around here. I saw a black man, and he was like the same build of like the security guard, but he wasn't as like muscular or anything. Like, he was like kind of big a little bit, whatever. He had like muscles, but he was, a little pudgy slightly. And so I get inside the hotel room. I'm gagging because all I see is just like this black man walking around the room. But mind you, the security guard is standing still. He's reaching inside his pocket. By the time I closed the door, because bitch, I was the last one in the goddamn room, and I stood by the door, bitch, just in case, with my hand on the handle, and did, because bitch, I'm like, who the fuck is the security officer? And why is he here? Why is he reaching in his goddamn pocket? Because Lord knows when his goddamn dick in his hand. I'm texting Ocean with my hand on this hand. I'm like, hey, boo, listen, I hope you didn't went too far. Can I see your dot? Kiss my dot. Because I'm not feeling safe. I don't feel comfortable. There's a black man in this hotel room. He's reaching for something. Baby, I get to open up that door because I'm about to leave. He pull out some gas. He leaves. But I was just sitting there still like puzzled and blinking because I kept seeing this like black man walking around the room. I paid it no mind. I left it alone. We ended up going back downstairs to go get food. Brother and the brother girlfriend went to their respective hotel rooms because it was on opposite ends of the hallway. And we went back to his hotel room. The rest is history. So, fast forward. About a week ago, I'm on YouTube watching Psychic Investigator, and I randomly see like a suggestion, and it says, "Maid finds men, 3 men in a triple homicide in a hotel room." So I'm like, what the hell is this? And it says that it's in Atlanta. I'm like, you know what? I live here. What if I go to the hotel and see if I can see the spirit? And lo and behold, I click on the video and it says the Hilton, just a few blocks from Centennial Park. So I'm like, oh, girl, hold on 1 second. I gotta go get my snacks. So I can, look at the detective work, look up the files, look up what's going on. So I go to the gas station to go get my snacks. I come back, I turn on the show, right? Then I'm like getting distracted. It's so much stuff going on. I don't want to do it. But I turn back on Psychic Investigator, sort of like watching it, whatever, because I put it off for 3 days. On the third day, when I was trying to watch Psychic Investigator, why? I tell myself, because I'm hearing a voice that telling me, like, you need to finish this video. You need to finish this video. And I'm like, you know what? After I finish this episode of Psychic Investigator, I'm going to finish the video. The video never got finished. In the middle of me saying that I'm going to go look deeper into the case, why I start getting visions. So now let me tell y'all about my visions that I saw. I saw a black man wearing a hat, pacing around the room. He was walking back and forth. And I wasn't really too sure of what was going on with the other 2 men. That the black man who was a victim, he was different from the man who I saw wearing the black hat. Okay? I see the black man from like his perspective and where he was viewing and how he was feeling. I see a black man wearing a hat with like this like light green shirt. So while he's like done moving or whatever, it's like I see a white man with black hair like bending over to like throw something away or reaching for something. And then that's when everything was like a boom. I didn't feel like it was a gunshot. That's when everything just started speeding up fast. Like I saw those being like went through. I see them lined up, facing opposite of him. And I see some like reference to like a wrist. He like took something from his hand or his wrist. Out of nowhere, boom, boom, boom. And I gagged. So I'm like, oh my God, what's happened? Like everything was so quick. And I couldn't really process it at all. Because like I said, I was viewing it from like the black man's perspective. Like when everything first started happening, I was hearing like somewhat of like a slight conversation between like both black men and black men, because they're the only 2 black men in the room. Like listen, like I got a family. Like you shouldn't be doing this. Like don't do this. You don't want to waste your life. Like, talk them down heart to heart. But it didn't work in here now. After all of that, I see the man with black hat like leaving, right? But then I see him meeting another guy. I see them dressed red and black. I see a whole bunch of hands like going up in the air. I see red and black everywhere. They're celebrating. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Let me think about this. Red and black. See a whole bunch of people gathered together. I know the Falcons. Are they celebrating a win? So after that, I paused my meditation. I went to Safari. Why the Falcons played the same day, and the Falcons won 31-23. They beat the Saints for like the chance for the playoffs. So I'm like, oh my God. So now we're on to something. I'm feeling very confident with everything that I've seen thus far. And I continue to go back into a meditative state to figure out why is it exactly that your spirit has connected with me previously and why you're connected to me now. Out of nowhere, I started seeing these symbols. Now, whoever this make it to, if you know him. His name was Gerard, and he was also the owner of the firm. These symbols. I saw a hummingbird. I felt like that was his spirit being free. I really did. I got this reference of this dog, this big black and brown, medium-sized dog. And I feel like that was him letting me know that not only is he free in spirit, but he's also still being a protector of his family from the other side. And I just thought that was like a very beautiful experience. Left it alone at that. At that moment, I started doing my research, which is where I started fact checking everything that I had already foresaw. It went a lot along the lines of everything that I saw until today, earlier today, right when it just hit August 20th at 12:47 a.m. I got another vision about this situation. I see the whole event again. I'm just sitting here blinking because I'm like, well, I feel like he was found. Like whenever they find him, there's going to be blood evidence because, like, from the perspective, they were close together. Like, I saw Gerard's perspective. The guy on the right to him went first. I want to say the guy with the black hair. And like from what I saw, it was like a loud bang in my ear. My ear started ringing. I went like this because it was like, I don't know, I feel like blood, maybe that effect of that gun being that close and shooting you inside your head. I don't know, it was some splash of blood that came on, and it was just boom, boom, boom. Because it was on my right side. And then I finished my research, and we're here. Everything really checks out. There isn't really too much difference in a story. October 18th, 1998, at the Hilton in Atlanta, they tricked a man into letting him get back to his hotel room. Once they got good and comfortable, stripped them to their pants after stealing their belongings and killing them. Stole their tickets to the Falcons game because that's why they were in town. On a business trip, and they were to see the Falcons game. Even though the police got there later on in the morning, they weren't able to get him. By the time they realized that, hey, they were here for a Falcons game, there's Falcons tickets missing. When they got there, the game was already over. Fast forwarding, he was found in another state. The Atlanta PD didn't have any way to locate him, so they extended their search. Well, the nation. Do you see this man? This is what he looks like. Here's the video. And he was found in Memphis, Tennessee. They brought his ass back on over here. When it came to trial day, this what was hilarious to me. Because there was so much stacking evidence on this man as to you are the killer. Same gun. It was a 45. You got a 45. They got the ballistics testing. You matched the ballistics testing. The jury was so dumbfounded by the situation in the case. They could not come to a agreement as to if she should get like the death penalty or not. The judge was like, listen, y'all got to come up with something. So after 3 days of deliberation, they're like, oh yeah, we find you guilty on all charges. But then, mind you, he's been stone cold the entire time they've been interrogating him, trial and everything, emotionless. The defense, which is his team, they get to he wasn't mentally and emotionally stable to process and to figure out what he did was wrong, basically. After like a week, I want to say, the jury are deliberating if he should still get the death penalty or not. And they just said, we're just going to give you life without parole. And that was the end of his story. And so was it for those three men, Gerard, Ronald, and Philip. I still don't know and or understand why that man came to me. But we can find out. Hello. Gerard. Okay, hold on one second. Spirit, can you please show me a yes? Can you please show me a yes? Can you please show me a no? Show me a no, please. So when they're going in the same direction, that is a no. Can you please show me a no? I know Artemis, girl, we here. Okay. Help! Gerard, was that you? Was that you? Was that you? Okay, I'm getting a yes. Did you know him? Because I feel like you didn't know him. Like, even when he, like, walked through, I just, like, it kind of was like an eyebrow raise. So, did you know him? No. Okay. I was going to ask a question about the family, and you see how this is just going off. Because, like I said, there was a big emphasis on, like, my family. My family those were, like, your last words. Your family, your family. Okay. Gerard, I have another question. When I was doing this the first time, or on the first night when I was getting those impressions and you sent them to me, the bird, I felt like that was your symbol of freedom. Gerard, have you found peace yet on the other side? Have you found peace? That's it. I love that for you. And I really do genuinely love that for you. And also because you're such a family man, the dog reference like the black and brown dog. Like I'm pretty sure we all can associate a black or brown dog with like a German Shepherd, which is a symbol of like protection, loyalty, truth, justice. Was that your way of showing me that you're protecting your family? That was a yes. Now I have a question. Will we get the answer to it? Oh my God, why is this thing going off? And my heart feels so heavy right now. Oh my God. Oh my God. Are y'all okay? I know I don't bring y'all out enough, but y'all are showing out. Like I'm hearing like a lot of chatter. Every time I say I have a question, it gets, girl, I know like this is what I do. Bitch, I'm really gagging right now. Y'all know these rods have never done that before. But I'm hearing like a lot of like whispers. Like I'm hearing like a lot of chatter. Gerard, are you alone? Yeah. So these must be other, not these other spirits. Ooh. It's y'all, ain't it? It's no, it's not y'all. It's not y'all. Do I know you? Well, baby, you gotta go. Oh no, ma'am. We found his spirit. He's at peace. He's at rest. And now I'm gonna rest. And let me tell y'all something. I love you, each and every one of you. You are all powerful, beautiful, and abundant people. I'm finna cleanse because I don't know who these other people are. Make sure that y'all protect yourselves if y'all tourists stay a lot of time. It's a lot of crazy people. It's a lot of crazy people in this world. There are people dying constantly. Average about 150,000 deaths per day in this year so far. That's like the average. Now, don't ask me why China almost has 30K deaths, and I don't know what country is shortly up under them, but we're up under both of them with 8K. But there's a big difference between 8K and 20K. So it was like China almost at 30K a day. Whatever's up under them is like at 21K a day, and then we got America that's at 8,000 a day. That's the big ass leap. Let me shut my fat ass up. I love you all. You are beautiful, powerful, abundant people. Make sure that you stay beautiful and you stay blessed. Ashe.
My head make me gag, ho. Take it, take it. On my head when I shake it, shake it. Take it, take it. Ass fat, it ain't break.